Welcome to the Nerd Show. I know all of you guys are disappointed by the Flash movie. When you saw the trailer, at least you were excited for the Flash movie because the trailer looked awesome, but the movie crapped out. It looks like the movie is going to cost WB a 200 million dollars in loss, and then that's going to be the biggest flop superhero movie ever in the history of Warner Brothers 100 years. This is going to be the biggest flop for them. So when they announced this movie, I was really excited to watch it. I was expecting a great movie, but it turns out this movie is bad, really bad. Now, for the fans of the Flash, we have a better Flash movie, and that's one of my favorite movies of all time, I can say. But this one is an animated movie. So this is the Justice League, the Flashpoint paradox. If you can't see the screen, this is the movie. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay, this is the movie. So it released in 2013. It's one of my favorites. So let's get into the plot, and I'm just gonna read it and talk about it, so you'll have an idea how good of a movie it is. This Wonder Woman and Aquaman are trying in a war, like they're trying to kill each other. In the process, they are destroying the world. The world is at war. Flash's mom is alive. This Batman kills. Bruce Wayne is dead. And Martha Wayne is the Joker. Shazam, just not one. Shazam is a bunch of kids combined as Shazam. And this Wonder Woman is trying to literally kill that kid. Alright, let's get into the plot. While visiting his mother's grave, Barry Allen, known as the Flash, I'm reading from Wikipedia. I can't remember the whole story, so I have to read it. Is alerted to break-in by Captain Cold, Captain Boomerang. Okay, this is what happened is Flash visiting his mother's grave. But the beginning of the movie, they are going into the thing where Flash's mother being murdered. So he was running and he was too slow. He blames himself for not stopping the mother from being murdered. Is saying like he was too slow, but now he's fast enough. But by the time he's thinking about that, there's some bunch of supervillains break into the Flash Museum. That's a thing, and Flash tried to stop them with the help of the Justice League. It turns out Professor Zoom, or Eobot Thawne, if you are a fan of the Flash TV show, you know him, Harrison Wells. So he's the guy. He planned all of that, orchestrated all of that, and with the help of the Justice League, Flash defeats him, but Zoom taunts Flash over the death of his mom. So that's it, and then the scene ends, and then the next day, the next scene, Barry Allen discovers he wakes up from his desk, and then he saw news of Captain Citizen Cold and Captain Boomerang. They are like good guys now. They are fighting crime, and then Flash tries to run to stop them. He falls down and he meets his mother. Turns out she's alive. So let's go. The next day, Barry discovers the world has changed. His powers are gone. His mother is alive. His wife Iris is married to someone else, and the Justice League does not exist. Yeah, in this world, there's no Justice League. Batman is solo. Cyborg is working for the government. Hal Jordan is just a test pilot. And Batman, Bruce Wayne died in the shootout, what do you call that? The robbery scene, they killed Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne. In this timeline, the robber killed Bruce Wayne, and Martha Wayne became as the Joker, and Thomas Wayne became the Batman. That's what happened in this timeline. And this Batman kills. He's using two pistols. And in the movie, in the introduction scene, he was trying to kill Harley Quinn by pushing her over, but Cyborg flies in and saves Harley Quinn. Okay, so Justice League does not exist. Aquaman and his Atlantean forces have sunk Western Europe, while Wonder Woman has led the Amazons in conquering the United Kingdom. Both forces have been at war since an alliance between them collapsed. After Wonder Woman killed Aquaman's wife Mera, because Wonder Woman and Aquaman having an affair, Mera walks in, and Mera tried to fight or assassinate or kill Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman cuts off Queen Mira's head and take tiara, or what do you call that, the thing, and wears it as a trophy. On Wonder Woman wears that as a trophy. So because of that, Aquaman tries to kill Wonder Woman, fails, and they wage war at each other. They try to sleep together, and the wife finds out, and the mistress killed the wife, and the husband want to kill the mistress. In the due process, they want to destroy the world. That's really fucked up. Okay, now let's between the collapse after Wonder Woman killed Aquaman's wife Mira, who had confronted of having an affair with Aquaman. That's what exactly happened. Cyborg was assembled a team to eliminate both parties and approaches Batman to join them because he's the best tactician they have. Batman is the best tactician they have in the United States. So because Batman refuses, so President of the United States says that scrap the plan, we're going to nuke them or something like that. Yeah. Because Hal Jordan is a test pilot, and one of the Green Lanterns, his spacecraft crashed, and then the ring flies off. They still have the body of the Green Lantern, and then the spacecraft is right there laying around. So they asked Hal Jordan to fly that and drop a bomb in the Aquaman's fleet. While this is happening, Barry Allen goes to meet Wayne Manor to meet the Batman, and Bart is being attacked by Thomas Wayne, who realizes it's not Bruce Wayne but his father Thomas. Attempting to explain things to Batman, Barry tries to show him in his Flash costume. The thing is about this one, the Flash costume is in a ring. So Barry tries to open the ring, and then it just yellow Zoom costume pops out. So by that time he figures out this Zoom is responsible for this event, and then the Batman tell him he is going this length to prove that you are his nemesis, and he has a great determination or something. I forgot exactly what happened, but I'm trying to say that. And now and then Barry believes Zoom is responsible for the timeline alteration. Convicted that Barry is a good guy, Batman helps him recreate the accident that gave him powers, but attempt fails. Barry is severely burned. Though we all know, I don't know if you're a fan of comic books or you get to know about the Flash from the TV show. Barry Allen works as CSI, and he was working with some chemicals. By the time lightning struck the chemicals, all the chemicals and the lightning combined gave him the powers. But in the TV show, there's a Star Labs creating a particle accelerator or something that's gave superpower to a bunch of Barry Allen and some bunch of humans. They got the superpowers from that accident. So that's a different story. I think that's a CW story. So this one, okay, the first time they tried to recreate the chemicals, and Barry got struck by the lightning. That's how it happened. So he got severely burned, and then he tries to do that again, hoping it will bring him back to life. The second time will give him the exact voltage and give him the powers. Make him into the Flash again. By that happened, in London, Steve Trevor attempts to extricate reporter Lois Lane, but discovered by Amazons and killed. Yeah. Amazons hunt down Lane, who's rescued by the local resistance. Meanwhile, the remains of Paris, Deathstroke, and Lex Luthor attacked and killed by Aquaman's forces while tracking the energy trail, because Lex Luthor has a plan, like Aquaman has a big atomic bomb or something, so he can find and destroy it by tracking down. So they get on a ship and tries to go there, and then discovered by the Atlanteans and get killed. Meanwhile, and Lex Luthor says, at least I was right. Okay, but the weapon of Aquaman, turns out it was Captain Atom, because Captain Atom fly into that New Atlantis, try to fight or something, and he disappears without a trail, and then they find out it's Captain Atom. And also during this happens, Batman and Flash find out that Flash is losing his memories because of the timeline is changing and taking into effect, so he's losing the memories, but still he got the speed back and try to time travel and see He wants to go back in time and see what changed or try to time travel, but he couldn't because Zoom is also around that timeline, and he's also tapping with the speed force. Because of that, two of them are drawing power from the speed force. Flash can't actually time travel. So Barry tries to recruit more friends because he has still the old timeline, where the actual timeline memories like Superman, Wonder Woman, and every other member of the Justice League. And he tries to find Superman because he remembers the Kansas City, the meteor crashing, and he lives in Smallville. But turns out Superman was captured by the US government. He's a prisoner and he's being tested on by the government. He was denied the yellow sun, so he has no powers. He's just a skinny little afraid dude. And then Cyborg tried to help him by saying friend. He imagines like he just kind of makes a bond with Cyborg as a friend. That's a friendship forms. Because of that, and then they all try to leave the facility, and they're surrounded by military, being shot at. Batman tries to shoot someone, and we can see some cool slow-mo when Flash is moving around when the bullets are flying. And then because Batman observes some yellow sun and he has the powers, he burned the military and then flies away. Liberate Superman, who's after being empowered by yellow sun, fends off the facility's security force, fleeing in fear of and confusion. Yes, he was confused and he was afraid because he had the new powers. He can fly. He never had any friends. He never met any other people from outside. So yeah, Barry collapses as his memories continue to change, and is taken to Billy Batson's home to recuperate. There, he learns that Jordan's attack failed and the final battle between Amazons and Atlanteans has begun. Aquaman goes to open war on Wonder Woman. He brings some sea creatures and have some armored vehicles powered by water, and Wonder Woman brings some three-headed dog or something. They also have some different creatures and they are fighting on open war. And the rebels who helped Lois Lane also fighting because at that point Superman, Cyborg, Batman, and Barry Allen are there because they found out the speedster Zoom is around, so they go there to find him. They want to stop the war by killing as many people as possible from the both sides, so at least that will remove the numbers, and it might help to stop the war. They try to do that. By that time Batman got hurt, he got shot, and then Wonder Woman kills the Amazons, and Cyborg also kind of dies. Batman flies in, try to kill Aquaman. Cyborg and Batman occupy Aquaman. Zoom reveals himself and viciously beats Barry. He explains that Barry is responsible for this alternate timeline. Barry travels back in time to save his mother, fracturing the fabric of reality. If you watch the Flash TV show, you also know that this is what happened. Barry tries to save his mother and then end up creating a different timeline. That's what happened also here. Wonder Woman uses her lasso to force Captain Thunder back into Batman and kills him. That's Shazam, Captain Marvel. Like this is a different timeline, so the name is different, and also it's not one kid; it's a bunch of kids combined and as one man. Superman arrives but cannot save Cyborg from Aquaman, so he remotely detonates his Captain Atom powered bomb. So it's an atomic bomb powered by Captain Atom. That was fun. As the explosion tears across the landscape, Zoom is killed by Batman. Yeah, that's an awesome scene. Zoom is explaining something to Flash, and then bam! Just you see the forehead opens up and you see a hole. Through that hole, Batman waiting with a gun. That was awesome. Just shot him point blank. The bullet went through here and went out there. And that Batman kills. Batman who kills is awesome. I don't know, like can we have a timeline like just a Batman movie where Batman kills them? Yeah, it would be awesome to watch. Zoom killed by Batman. The dying Batman urges Barry to run. It's like the Flash TV show. Harrison will also say, "Run, Barry, run, and believe in yourself," and that kind of stuff. Barry Allen runs and goes back in time. The one of the what do you call emotional endings in this movie. That scene touches me every time I watch the movie. I'm just gonna put that picture, and I was hoping if they are making a Flash movie, they can do one of those scenes. If they decide to make Thomas Wayne as the Batman, and if they make that like I think there's a fan art over there, and I'll just put it in there, and because Thomas Wayne, Jeffrey Dean Morgan's Thomas Wayne Batman, and Barry gives the thing to Bruce Wayne Batman, like Ben Affleck Batman. Like if they could have made that happen, that would be an awesome epic scene, just like the warehouse scene, Batman vs Superman. Okay, Batman runs, giving him the letter addressed to Bruce. Dying Batman urges Barry to run, giving him a letter addressed to Bruce. Barry races back in time and stops his earlier self again, fracturing time and creating new timeline. Barry awakens at his desk and finds out reality apparently back to normal. He visits Bruce and tells him about everything. Alright, this ending of the movie is emotional, like I said, because Thomas Wayne Batman, when he's about to die, he has written a letter to his son, who's actually alive in a different timeline, and that letter he gave it to Flash, and then Flash runs and goes back to his own timeline where everything is normal, and give that letter to Batman, and you can see tears rolling down Batman's eyes, and he says, "You're one hell of a messenger, Barry." I think that's what he said, because I watched it like 2-3 weeks ago, and I kind of forget the exact line, but something translates to that. We have a better movie from, I don't know if you can like maybe I don't know if I just told the story right, or I have a thing to say the story not, but if you can read this and you can just watch the movie, you will appreciate how good of a movie it is. And then that's part of the animated DC universe, and later on we have another movie, another Justice League movie, that Darkseid invades the planet, and then Justice League Doom, I think, where John Constantine shows up, and we have some magic, and then Paradooms, Doomsday and Parademons combined. There's Paradooms, they're killing everyone. Superman was captured, Batman serves for Darkseid. All that happened because Barry Allen created this alternate timeline, fractured the timeline. That's what happened. So this is an awesome movie. If you have time, if you want to watch a better Flash movie, give it a go, watch it, and you will enjoy it. You'll thank me later. Have a great day. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Thank you and bye.